Sup Josh, it's Daniel.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Here's Antonio Gibson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive.
48 for Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A first down.
How have you been?
About 3, 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
And he stopped immediately there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
I don't got a mic anymore, but I am good.
3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to the running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And they're going to bank it from deep in their own territory. And he's not going to
I reinstalled Fortnite after a 2-year break.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I don't even play that no more.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Focus, defense.
They'll throw on first down with Marino. That is caught.
This
right
is
at the
too
10-yard
easy right
line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it.
Yeah, I barely even as well. It's not as fun as we first started all the way back in the season 1 days.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is Gibson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
No, not today.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 22, Mike 22. Let's go.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Keep it up, defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go. Get that quarterback at all costs.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And they will rally running and stop him short of the first down.
I'm going to hit you.
They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today.
I'm feeling it.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Here I come again.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Marino. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Let's go, touchdowns, baby.
Dan Marino with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is Gibson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run through, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Check tight. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Let's go one more.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Double tight, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. 48 Mike.
This time the tailback. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now a shotgun handoff. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time when they've got the lead.
Well, whenever defense. We usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. No chance.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey. 4 down. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
Now handoff here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. And he'll get it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
19 Tiger. 51 Mike 51. Check pass.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Check. Watch 54. I'm going to run you.
They'll run with power to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
That's it.
Levante David in on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I know you feel that. Right there.
They'll run it. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Steps away. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
That's all you got?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much there, guys, in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage. And frankly, they're pretty consistent on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. Alan Crease here is past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Any adjustments that can be made defensively. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
60 Eagle.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Marino. Looking for McCoy, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Watch the screen. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. On the ball. Watch 54. I got him.
First down, here's the run to Cook. Oh, and now some space to operate.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 34 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is Gibson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So that'll back them up 5.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
We taking wins home.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now a handoff here to the running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 70-10 for Wolf. Let's go. Yeah.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Watch the pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Here's Cook. He's in on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now got it off the draw. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
We play to win. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Gonna get to the tailback. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mike 51.
Gibson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they will try and reach it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the 1st down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
What you got? Don't let up. Hey, report.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive is a touchdown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go. Let's do this.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, getting the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. Now, in this situation, the field is really condensed.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. They finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Big stop, let's go.
First down, Marino. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a pass is taken in by Hill, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 6-0 our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Marino. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down. They go play action with Marino. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That throw by Marino, incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Hatchet.
70 Lions.
Marino on play action. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cook. They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
19, Tiger, 19.
Marino here from the gun. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want to make mistakes because they're too overran. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously, Bosworth.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Marino off the play action. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. From the red zone now, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 37. Butker's kick here is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Okay, baby, let's go. Nothing here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offense.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On second down, it's Sanders. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. He's at the 50, the 30, and a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. From the 16, Marino, a quick slant to Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And another touchdown pass for Dan Marino. Always had the big arm. Always had great touch as well. But I was going to go back, partner. 1984. I watched a phenomenon. 2nd year in the league for Dan Marino. How about these numbers? 5,084 yards passing, 48 touchdowns, 64% completions, and a 109 quarterback rating. All were career highs set in his 2nd year, and the Dolphins went to the Super Bowl where they played the 40.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, which is insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jackson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
Here we go.
They snap it in 1. Now it's Jackson. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interception.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
You remember me?
They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Gets this one to Hill. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dan Marino. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Let's get it poppin'. Let's get it poppin'.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Bam!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
All day, baby.
So that one will be accepted. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And a short kick taken about 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let go.
Where ain't no joke? Here we go. 180!
22's coming, Mike. Watch the out. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Here we go.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
White.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jordan Reed there to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Let's go, come on!
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Oh, we clean it up, baby.
First and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check.
Here's Marino. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down is Marino. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down and 3rd down, I thought that was key.
After the touchdown on the other side, how will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the curl.
Now Marino to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Hawk 70.
Mike 51.
Marino sets up. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Your trip is here, baby.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Marino, and this is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd down, Marino into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Up by Nnamdi Asomugha. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they... The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Smell fear in that offense. I smell.
The first carry for Dalvin Cook takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
51's the mic. You don't want none, baby.
Dragon 60. Hurry.
Now Marino. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 71 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Down throw coming for Vick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Army.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
60 Eagles.
Here we go. Mike 48. Let's go.
Now Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Get in the weight room. 48's Mike. All day, dog.
On the ground, there's Johnson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's taken to the 26. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it to Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He completely figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Here's Hill on the return. And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 77-yard punt return. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
That's the 2nd touchdown return of the game. And yes, we're only in the first quarter.
How about that for a start? So he's on pace for 8. You think he gets there?
I don't see how. But right now, he's got to like what he's getting done.
Yeah, he likes it. His team loving it. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
On the
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting up and down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defense. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Here's Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let them know, let them know.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for New England. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Panther 60.
From the shotgun, Marino. And Hill with it over the middle. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Give me some.
20, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will have like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now it's Marino. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes like this. And trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives are going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Kevin Huber now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Marino here from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 3 touchdown passes now for Dan Marino. And the Ravens add on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Busy this afternoon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D. All right.
Here's Kevin Huber now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32.
Come on now. Let's go.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Play fake. Here's Marino. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Well, we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mike, 51.
Here's Marino to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They go play action now. Marino. And he finds McLaurin.
Yeah, baby. We coming again.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They've even made it to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and more of that.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They get it off now. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are together so well here, drive after drive. They really captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
They are not ready for us.
He is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Carpet rolled out for you.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spot.
Johnson lost the football. It's loose, broke down. And the Ravens have got it. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And Marino's throw there incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
And they start to run to the ground with Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game. And this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. We want this. Mike, 48. Mike.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike, 48.
Now a handoff to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for New England. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Gotta do better.
Bronco 80.
Come on, go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Marino. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know you felt
They
that
brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a passing game. And he is going to lose yardage here.
They don't want
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snap, and they're there and they end up making the play.
One play at a time. Here we go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not trying to score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
I can't believe they let you play.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Johnson again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he's coming here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game vital.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And Marino going to throw despite the late lead. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
60 Eagle. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
To throw is Marino. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already. Let's go
The
now.
Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Watch one. Hey, alert 48.
On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And this carries into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run, Cook, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call a green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll power his way up near the 25. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll run on 1st down. Alexander, and it gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards on the pickup there. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Gets past one man. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a pass out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw inside complete. It's Alexander. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Let's get the ball. Mike 48. Mike 48. Hey, let's get him.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
You ain't got nothing.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up. 51's the mic. I'm on. 51's the mic, boy, 51. Coming to you. Go. Mike 51.
On third down, Jackson. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I got you. 51's Mike. Mike's 51.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Now a run with Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Cougar 19. Hey, let's calm down.
On second and 11 now. Marino. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. They'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Jackson. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Come on, D. 51's Mike. Mike's 51.
Back to the air, Marino after the pick 6. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. He's trying to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
On first down, Alexander.
Check 50. Check 50.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And some room to work. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for his sack. Tried to get away but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the block, motion, block. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Hey, report.
Throwing again. Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Get ready. Go.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play try last time. The defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Marino on play action. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Come off the ball hard. 51.
First down, here's the run for Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, baby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 40 now on second down. Marino looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for the next game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 3rd down, Marino. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try the left side. It's Alexander. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh,
Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Go, Mike 51.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Marino. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. All day, baby, all day.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Williams. Trying to find Bruce, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it in and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right, and that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Him in stride. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now here's a throw that's complete. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Not much there, only a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as the screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Cowboy 80. Watch the slant.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Williams on third down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Williams now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
19 Tiger.
Now Williams on first and 10. Open man, that's Ozzie Newsome. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Obviously, you got
Wanna play draft?
I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Are you on PS4?
From the shotgun, Marino. That one complete to Hill. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
What's your PS4 name?
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Williams going for the deep ball. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Throwing on first down, Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A throw left side to start out. That Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Smith catches left side. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Cameron Hayward, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. When to go with the football, that led to the sack.
And complete to Zach Ertz. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
13.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete to DK Metcalf. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Come on!
And he has great speed, defensive back speed once he got it and took off. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Check, 48's the Mike. Check pass, check pass. Mike, 48, Mike, 48. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to...
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. I got you.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The first carry out for Dalvin Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what they call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. In a friendly bounce there, they will get excellent field position to start as this kicks out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
60 Bison.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Tight end right.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
I'm going to hit you.
So the 3-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. We always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well. A guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, and the Ravens will extend their lead. So a fake field goal run-in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense, not so much by the defense.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. They'll continue to go in that direction.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Cook. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
Not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing is Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you
good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
18 Cardinal.
Watch 10. Single.
Now Marino on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the red zone now, Marino on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyreek Hill